Hey guys, hope y'all have all been doing good. It's a early Sunday morning. I don't know when I'll put this up, but it's about 9 a.m. Sunday morning here in Alabama, and the weather is finally starting to drop off a little bit. So, of course, I had to bring the Jeep out this morning. I woke up early just to come out, and man, I'm glad I did. It's gorgeous out here today. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to make a walk around slash review, I guess you could say, of everything that I had done to this and that I've done myself and how it performs off-road. I've been out here since about 7:30 or so, and yeah, I wanted to beat the hot weather, but and I've gone through some pretty good stuff. I know the camera never does it justice, but I just came up this right here. I did a big loop and came back up right here. And this is a lot steeper than it looks. I don't know if you can tell by the trees or not, but that's going down pretty good, and it's some slick rock. And this thing, 4 low, first gear is a crawler. I mean, with those 456s do what they're supposed to do, and when you lock this thing in, it just goes. I mean, you don't even have to use much gas. But anyway, y'all probably can remember, I've got a 4.5-inch Rubicon Express kit on here with 35s, 456 gears, slip yoke kit, all that good stuff. And I really haven't found anything yet that I want to go up from a comfort level that this thing won't do. I think the Jeep at this point is probably better performing than the driver. As funny as that is, I haven't wheeled hard in years since I got this thing, and I got it the way I wanted it, and I'm getting back into it now. So I'm definitely gonna have to relearn the trick of the trade. But anyway, the kit suspension is tuned perfect. These Bilsteins, they're not too firm, but they're not too soft. Off-road, if anything, I prefer it to be a little firm. Rides a little stiffer, but it seems to hold up a little better, and you don't end up almost bottoming out if you accidentally hit a little rut or a hole or something too quick. You don't want it to bottom out the shock. And definitely not a problem with the Bilsteins on that. This morning I left the sway bars connected because I wasn't planning on doing too much crazy stuff. I actually wish I would have had them disconnected right over there, but I left them on. Not too much crazy flexing out here where I am, unless you really want to find some stuff to do that on. But yeah, the coils seem good. You know, it rides how I think a TJ should ride off-road. Really no complaints from me. Fairly quick review. I guess I would give it a A+, but I can tell my weak point when driving is probably the steering. So I've trying to decide if I should go ahead and lock the front end. I'd probably get a Eaton e-locker and wire it to a switch so I wouldn't have to run an onboard compressor. Trying to decide if I should do that first or do the steering first, because both is a relatively costly upgrade, so I probably wouldn't do both anytime soon. Probably going to do the steering first because I have yet to really need a locker. If I start getting more comfortable doing some different things, I probably will want the locker, but for right now, I think I'd rather beef the steering up just so I'm doing some sort of upgrade to help the Jeep perform and stay in one piece versus just a performance thing. So yeah, I'll probably upgrade the steering next, but as far as the lift, no complaints here. It rides smooth on the road. I was running 60 on the way here just fine. I'll show you one thing I did do. I had a little bit of wobble, and I know this isn't a permanent solution, but it seemed to help out a good bit, more than I thought it would. I upgraded the steering stabilizer to a Fox. and it took a little bit of the play out of the steering wheel that I had. I didn't have too much, but just kind of firmed it up a little bit. I noticed this stabilizer is a lot stiffer than the old one was, and even the one that I had on my old Jeep. So I think this keeps the front end from really wobbling around too much, and I know they make a bracket that will clamp to this from the new steering that I'm looking at getting, so that'll be good that I can keep that. And really the only other thing I've done since I made a last video is add these pods, which are awesome. I haven't used them off-road yet, but plan to definitely. I think we've got a night ride coming up soon, so. And then I just ran it in here. Got this switch off Amazon, which is really neat. It's probably my favorite part of the whole setup of the new lights is this switch, how clean that is. I can drop a link if you want to on the manufacturer of that switch. It's supposed to look, you know, factory, which it definitely does. I think I'm gonna put a locker switch right here and finish that little switch panel out, and if I end up needing more, then I'll have to figure something out. I've seen people put a little pod right here or something, but yeah, that was the lighting upgrade. And like I said, I think these will be plenty for me. I used to like the 50-inch bar across the top. Don't really care for that anymore personally, just a looks thing. And I think these pods will be plenty. Yeah, she does absolutely amazing off-road. This hill, I climbed one other very steep hill here on a gas line. I'm definitely gonna come back and do it again. I forgot how much fun being out here is. I kind of like being out here by myself. I love being with a group, but something about just being out here, you and the Jeep and the woods is awesome. And I grew up doing it and don't plan to stop for a while, so I'm glad I got this Jeep the way I want it. Guess if y'all have any questions on anything specific, let me know, but as far as how it does off-road, zero complaints. The suspension is just what this thing needed, and really the only thing that could help it out more at this point is going flat fenders. Bad flexes cram that 35 up in the wheel well pretty good. I mean, it clears, but if you're flexing really good, it hits the fender before the suspension maxes out. So flat fenders may be coming down the road, but I'd like to keep these just because of the look. I like the factory look. The 456s, like I said, are perfect for out here. 4-low first is strong. I mean, you don't want to be riding around in that just, you know, on flat like this. It's you can go about 3 or 4 miles an hour before it really needs to shift. But for climbing stuff like that, it's perfect. I would recommend 456s to anybody with a TJ that has 35s, probably even 33s. I'm not too sure. You may, if you want to re-gear on 33s, 410s may be the way to go. But for this, it's just what it needed. And these tires, I don't really need to speak for these tires. I think Nitto has established themselves as one of the best, if not the best, probably the best in my opinion. They're always grabbing no matter what I'm going through, mud, rock, anything. So yeah, if you have any specific questions, let me know, but I just wanted to make a video while I was out here, kind of talking about how this thing did, and I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.